Robert's gone off the change, I beg your pardon. And there's the hit by Emerson upfield. And he's Jeremy Pemberton. Now, can Jeremy go all the way? Pemberton just slows it down a tad. Jeremy infield, Cooney's trying to catch him. Emerson's in behind him. Emerson surely will. Emerson will shoot. And Will Emerson will score. Very, very good play from Penosco.
We were nervous we were going to lose. We kept missing chances after chances after chances. It's in the first half, and they were coming back in the second as we thought they were, and then they equalised. But luckily we scored straight away, and that was it, all over. But we were very lucky. Our team's really good, really well mounted. Will Harper with some of his father's horses, and me and Jeremy, and Antonio is amazing. I mean, he's going up a handicap a week at the moment. But he'll be 10 by the next year probably.
The winners and runners up, the hit by Emerson, stopped by Bannery, just lost control of it. Now Haigey's quickly there. Haigey goes out to the left, being pressure there by look at this, Haigey. Haigey can go all the way here, and it's not the... Ready, Tito? Yes. Cameron says he's ready. Okay, I'll start when they walk. For the final two league matches, they beat Chogan 6-2 and they beat Chocomola 9-6. In the quarterfinals, they beat Canai 7-4. And then in the semi-finals, they beat Previs by 10 goals to 4. For Clarita, we have at number 1, Clive Reed, 0 goals. At number 2, Alfie Hyde, 1 goal. Number 3, Tommy Marin Moreno, 3 goals. And number 4, Peter Webb, of 4 goals. For Clarita, we have them in the black shirts, Chris Mathias of 0. Louis Hine, aged only 14, of 1 goal. Jack Hyde, aged 23, of 4 goals. And Freddie Horn off 3 goals. Both teams total 8 goals apiece. AFB are in the yellow, Clarita in the black. And under these rules for 2020, during these COVID times, we minimise the amount of lineups. Therefore, the 2 umpires, when they call the captains to choose either odd or even, the winning captain has the choice of either taking the direction or taking the strike. And Peter Webb will start play for this opening chukker of the Hildon Archie David final for 2020 with a hit from the 60-yard line at the scoreboard. And away we go. We're into the action for the final of the Archie David. Picked up by Alfie Hyde. Alfie just pushes it forward. Loses possession. Pete Webb is there. Pete Webb just bringing it forward now. Riding a horse called Barley in this chukker. In there comes Jack Hyde to hassle him. Pete Webb unloads it to the front door, tries to get it up to... Louis Hine on a pony called Blue Bonnet. Over there in front of the ambulance, we have an ambulance and a vet in attendance at all our matches here, and most especially for this high-pressure final, as Louis Hine takes possession. Advances it down the field. His father Andrew was captain of the England team in days gone by, will be coaching this team as Louis strokes the ball over the halfway line. Louis, he's got room to manoeuvre. Look at the way Freddie Horn took away Pete Webb. Beautiful play there. Louis Hine shoots for goal. In comes Freddie Horn and he puts it away. What a beautiful run down the field by Louis Hine. And it was finalised with Freddie Horn. Nice goal there for the team of Clarita. They move up to 1. A beautiful run by Louis Hine on the white-faced bay mare called. You spend all the time looking at the players, but the ponies are what make a good player into an exceptional player. Pete Webb strokes that one over the halfway line. Restarting play. No ends changed after goals. We only change after each chukker. Picking it up there was Clive Reed. Now in comes Chris Mathias. And it's Clive Reed advancing down towards the goal mouth. leaves it. Now it's taken away by Freddie Horn. Strong in defence for Clarita, but Pete Webb sends it back nicely on the near side, sets it up for Alfie Hyde, but Louis Hines there first. Now it's Tommy Marin Moreno. Tommy shoots for goal, puts it wide. Tommy being eagerly watched by his father Pancho, who's coaching this team. Tommy, age 21. His father Pancho achieved a 7-goal rating, but his grandfather George Marin Moreno won the Queen's Cup in years gone by 7 times, only beaten by Adolfo Cambiasso. So plenty of polo dynasty out there with the Marin Morenos. The young Tommy, good to see him here. The backhand taken there. Freddie Horn will shut the back door for Clarita. He brings it across the goal mouth. Now he changes the direction. Moving forward. Tommy Marin Moreno comes in for the challenge, but Freddie Horn still has it. Tommy comes in. Down the boards. Pete Webb will take the backhand shot. Didn't get a lot of angle on it, but probably just enough. Alfie Hyde came in. Freddie Horn had his stick aloft, and it looked like that Alfie wasn't quite straight enough on there, and therefore the penalty will go in favour of Clarita. Freddie Horn had his stick aloft, and they will move it up to the penalty 4 position from 60 yards out, as at the time Clarita were advancing. An opportunity for players to change ponies. Louis Hine definitely going off to change his pony, as is Alfie Hyde. Jack Hyde and Alfie Hyde are not related. Jack Hyde of 4 goals. Alfie Hyde 1 goal, but no relation, as Jack Hyde will take this strike from the penalty 4 position. A free hit at a defended goal. He will have the intent of putting the ball through with 1 strike. He settles his pony down onto the leading leg. Comes in, drives it long, drives it true. Is it straight? It's wide to the left. The score remains 1 to Clarita. AFB on 0. About 3 minutes gone. Our 2 umpires for this match, Howard Smith and Nick Pepper, with Tony Kite, the referee. Pete Webb brings it in. Big lofted drive. He's got the wind behind. That's all the way up to the halfway line. Down it drops. Chris Mathias will take the backhand shot. Executes it well. Gets it there nicely to Louis Hine. Louis Hine gets told to leave it by his teammate Jack Hyde. Through comes Freddie Horn. Freddie Horn is pushed by Clive Reed. Good teamwork there between the Clarita team, as Jack Hyde gets the ball left by Freddie Horn, sends it forward to the pass up to Freddie Horn, who's well positioned, takes it nicely under the neck of his pony. In there for the pass comes Louis Hine, who shoots for goal. What a goal there from Louis Hine. And Louis Hine, the young man of 14 years old, on board the dark bay mare called Dammer, took that under the neck of his pony and emphatically drilled it between the flags, so that Clarita now lead 2 goals to 0. The Queen's Ground in beautiful condition. Very well prepared by Peter Svoboda and his team. Congratulations to them for bringing the ground for this final in such great order, as Pete Webb drives it up towards the halfway line. It's going to be picked up now by Tommy Marin Moreno. Tommy on a horse called Facon. He leaves it behind. Chris will turn it around. In there is Clive Reed as well. Now Tommy takes possession. Louis Hine, still Tommy Marin Moreno, 21 years of age. Here he goes, just this way and that way, on a gelding, black gelding called Facon. Still on the advance, but now defence strong there by Clarita, as Jack Hyde brings it away. Jack drives that one up, and lurking there was the goal scorer last time. And here goes Louis Hine. He strokes it over the halfway line. Look at the way that Chris Mathias is taking away Pete Webb. Great play there from Chris Mathias, protecting his teammate Louis Hine. Louis Hine, Louis, is it Louis' day? Oh, he put it wide. He did all the work and just wasn't able to put it through the goal mouth. But what tremendous team effort there from Chris Mathias, who kept that danger man on the opposition, Peter Webb, away from Louis, allowing him to have the free manoeuvre down the Queen's ground. But a little bit of pressure on him, and he wasn't able to convert the run to a goal. But still Clarita lead by 2-0. The restart of play from the back line. Precious little whistle in this chukker, which is the way we like polo to be played. Out there, Alfie Hyde tries to pick it up. Alfie can't bring his horse around quick enough. In there comes Freddie Horn. He has it. Leaves it now for Jack Hyde. Clarita putting the pressure on to AFB. Tommy Marin Moreno works hard on Jack Hyde, does just enough to make a forced error there by Jack Hyde. Look at Alfie Hyde going up for the pass. The Hydes are all in evidence from both teams, Jack and Alfie. There's the shot by Freddie Horn down towards the target area. In comes Jack Hyde, shoots, and he puts it through. And what a start for Clarita, as Jack Hyde slotted that one and makes it number 3. And Clarita open up a commanding advantage with about 20 seconds, maybe less, to run to the first bell. AFB restart play. They've got the wind behind them from this 60-yard point where the ball would be dropped down by the umpire after 20 seconds. Pete Webb. There goes the bell. Time to score a goal. We play the extra 30 seconds completely unless a goal is scored. Pete Webb sends it up there for Tommy Marin Moreno, but look at the way Louis Hine reached out and swept it away. What play by the young man as Louis takes the advantage back in Clarita's possession. Louis over the halfway line. Tommy Marin Moreno in front of him, but I think Tommy was dancing around on that right of way. Would probably have come across Louis Hines right of way. The whistle went before the bell, so they will play the penalty. New rules for this year is that the penalty will be played in the 30 seconds. The only thing that will stop the chukker is if a goal scored. 5 seconds remain, which is plenty of time for Clarita to loft this one if they can through the goal mouth. 3-0 they lead. This one will take them into a very healthy advantage if they can convert it at the conclusion of this chukker. It's going to be Jack Hyde who's being given the honours, riding a chestnut gelding called Graphic. Round he comes. Jack Hyde settles Graphic down onto the leading leg. Wants a nice solid hitting platform. He's got to make the attempt of putting the ball through with one strike. He must have the intent to do it as he comes in. Drills it. Is it straight? Wide to the right. And that will be the end of the chukker. Time ticking away. And there goes the bell for the end of the first period. And in this Hildon Archie David for 2020, they will restart at the second chukker with Clarita leading 3-0.
Harper's gone off the change, I beg your pardon, and there's a hit by Emerson upfield, and he's trying to find his man there. That's Jeremy Pemberton. Now, can Jeremy go all the way? Pemberton just throws it down the pad. Jeremy infield, Cooney's trying to catch him. Emerson's in behind him. Emerson, here he comes. Surely Will Emerson will shoot, and Will Emerson will score. Very, very good play from Penalsgrove.
We were nervous we were going to lose. We kept missing chances after chances after chances. It's in the first half, and they were coming back in the second as we thought they were, and then they equalised. But luckily we scored straight away, and that was it. It was all over. But we were very lucky. Our team's really good, really well mounted. Will Harper with some of his father's horses, and me and Jeremy and Antonio is amazing. I mean, he's going up a handicap a week at the moment. he'll be 10 by the next year probably. That was good, really good team we have.
The winners and runners up, the hit by Emerson, stopped by Bannery, just lost control a bit. Now Heggy's quickly there. Heggy goes out to the left, being pressured there by look at this, Heggy. Heggy can go all the way here, and it's not the start that.
Great thing to see so many horses that have been in race in. The whistle has been blown. Just to tell you a little bit about the 8 gold tournaments, the Archie David is part of the Victor Ludorum season of 8 gold tournaments. There are 5 of them. The first one is the Archie David played here at Marin Moreno went up for the pass, but unfortunately possession is lost and it's taken back by Jack Hyde for Clarita. Jack cuts the corner, turns it inside. Still it's Jack Hyde setting sail towards the goal mouth. Hyde, he's looking for number 5. They lead by the moment by 4-0. There's the goal shot from Jack Hyde. Wide to the right. AFB breathe again. They would not have wanted that one to go down and put themselves 5 adrift. Play is called. No stopping today, not when the final is at stake. Tommy Marin Moreno leaves it now for Pete Webb. Pete Webb takes it right. Louis Hine comes in to mark Tommy Marin Moreno, knowing that there's the danger man. There's the pass from Pete Webb, sends it down the field, tries to get it to Alfie Hyde, but it's going to be picked up now by Freddie Horn on that lovely horse Panda. Leaves it now, the other grey there, Bulleye of Louis Hines, and now it's Louis who leaves it for Jack Hyde. Jack Hyde sends it forward. Good play between the members of Clarita, puts the pressure on AFB. Pete Webb having to work hard in defence, but he duly turns it nicely. Pete Webb with Clive Reed behind him. These two have been playing together, I said 15 years in the semi-finals. In fact, I think it's probably more like 12, but it's been a long time. And Clive won this tournament back in 2010 as Clive sends that one nicely up there to Tommy Marin Moreno, but he's unfortunately overhit it, didn't get it to Alfie Hyde, and the young Louis Hyde takes a beautiful backhand shot, and there comes Freddie Horn again, who picks up the pass. 2 minutes to run in this second chukker. Freddie. There's been so little whistle, which makes it so much more of an attractive spectacle. As Freddie Horn checks, tries to go down, shoot from distance. He'll pick up his own pass. Here comes Freddie again. Freddie takes a little shot again. Freddie, has he put it through? Towards the flags it goes. Freddie Horn gets another one, and Clarita on fire. On fire. As Horn makes it number 5 with AFB yet to open their account. Players off changing ponies. There's been so little whistle that the pace has been hot. Umpires won't wait. Ball placed down after 20 seconds. And Tommy Marin Moreno restarted. Whistle went. I'm not sure if there was a player blocking or there was one player offside. In fact, it looks like the ball, has it been plugged? No. The umpires will consult together, and then they will refer by microphone to the referee, Tony Kite. And Louis Heim will just take his pony off the field. So we'll just have a little break whilst we get things sorted out. His pony off the field. Small. They will restart now with a penalty. From that last play. I believe that from that hit from the 60-yard line, there was either a block by the opposition or one of the players was offside when they came back on the field. But either way, the penalty goes in favour of AFB, and it's going to be Pete Webb. Pete pushes it forward, goes left. Reaching out is Jack Hyde, trying to stop his advance. Now it's going to be Tommy Marin Moreno. Tommy Marin Moreno sending it down towards the goal mouth. Still on the advance, and he loses it. Picked up now by Jack Hyde. The opportunity lost there, unfortunately, for AFB, but it's Tommy who has possession. He's got back onto Facom, this black gelding that he played in the second half of the first chukker, playing it for the second time now and struggling a little bit to control it as the backhand is taken by Jack Hyde, who sends it over the halfway line. Back in defence goes Tommy, takes the backhand shot. Pete Webb is able to swing onto the right of way, picks it up nicely over the halfway line. Seconds remaining to the first bell. Pete Webb is desperate to get one goal back. They need to get one. There goes the bell. He sends it forward, tries to get it up to Alfie Hyde. In there comes Louis Hyde. Mistake by Louis Hyde has left Pete Webb to put it through. And Pete Webb put it through. And that was a goal they needed. Nicely putting it away. The mistake, unfortunately, by the opposition, and that allowed Pete Webb to pop it in. And because that goal was scored after the first bell was blown, That is why the chukker ends. Otherwise, you play the 30 seconds, but not if a goal was scored. So, AFB with their first one on the board. At the half-time point, they go off, trailing by 4. The score margin to start the second half, Clarita 5, AFB 1. Alfie Hyde, who whips that one away. It would appear at the penalty 3 position from 40 yards out, which means a player can come across, but it might be a penalty 2. I'm just looking to see if anyone's going to come across. And it is a penalty 2, an open goal from 30 yards out. And it's taken there by Freddie Horn, and Freddie Horn makes no mistake and puts that one to number 6 for Clarita, as the penalty went in their favour. Freddie Horn at the walk, slotted that one. Pete Webb brings it. Pete Webb drives it, comes off the pony of Jack Hyde. Black mare called Kita, but now it's Pete Webb who picks it up. Pete Webb sends that one down the field. Who's going to be picking it up? It's going to be Louis Hine. Louis Hine will check on the chestnut. Trijadora takes the backhand shot, does just enough for the right of way to be picked up there by Jack Hyde. Jack tries to sweep it under the neck of his pony. Now he does. Jack has possession, takes it across the face of his own goalmouth on the black mare Kitar, but it's turned away and on the near side by Alfie Hyde, but he doesn't find Tommy Marin Moreno, only Jack Hyde, one Hyde to the other Hyde. Now Jack Hyde sends it up to Freddie Horn, but Freddie Horn is cancelled out by Pete Webb. Backing up is Jack Hyde as this Clarita machine march down the field. There's the pass from Jack Hyde to Louis Hyde, but he hit it so strongly that he's only going to find Pete Webb. No, he isn't. It went that far that Freddie Horn was able to pick it up. In though comes Pete Webb to challenge him, forcing the under the next shot down towards the target area, but the ball is gone over the back line and out of play. End to end of the Queen's ground, and Pete Webb keen to get on with it, brings it in from the back line, riding a horse called Charlie, sends it under the neck of his pony up to Tommy Marin Moreno on only a 5-year-old horse called Joroi. And back there by Freddie Horn, takes it under the tail of his pony. Up goes Louis Hine with Tommy Marin Moreno with him. The pass from Jack Hyde, tries to get it to Louis, but he won't manage to get it there. It'll be Pete Webb. Pete brings it across the Queen's ground, launches the under the neck shot there, tries to get it up to Alfie Hyde. Alfie ridden out of it by Freddie Horn. In comes Louis Hine, fishing around on the right of way of Tommy Marin Moreno. And as a result, the penalty will go in favour of the yellow shirts of AFB. Just a quick word. Tommy Marin Moreno was riding a horse called Joroi. One of the interesting things about Tommy today, he's got 3 horses that are all 5-year-olds, that are all out of a mare of Marcus Hegge's called Nudo by a stallion called Open Javier. They were all embryos. And in the first 3 chukkers, Tommy Marin Moreno played 2 sisters and 1 full brother. He's just taken Joy off. They're only 5-year-old horses, but they're coming on very nicely, and have got some lovely bloodlines that have all had the same mother and all the same father. Full sisters and brother. So Pete Webb will be the man who's going to take the strike from the penalty 4 position. Free hit, defended goal. This is a goal he needs badly. Wow, does he drive it? But it was met there by Jack Hyde in the goalmouth. And now Freddie Horn picks it up. Freddie takes it right. Jack Hyde will tuck in behind him. Freddie tries to whip it away. Doesn't connect in the way he'd hoped to. Still pushing it down the field. Now Freddie sends it up to the front door. But Tommy Marin Moreno has got that back door covered for AFB. Their back door, the front door for Clarita. But Louis Hyde now brings it across the field. 6-1 Clarita lead. 3 minutes to run in the third chukker. Louis over the halfway line, challenged by Pete Webb. Good play from Pete Webb, and that's allowed Tommy Marin Moreno to break clear, and away goes Tommy Marin Moreno. With him hunting him down is Jack Hyde, but Tommy avoids the hook, taking a little bit of room for himself there. In comes Jack Hyde. Whistle went, though, as he was advancing down to the goal mouth. We'll wait what the umpires make of that, and there was a chance for AFB as they set sail down towards the goal mouth. In these 2020 strange times, we minimise the amount of line-outs in order to keep social distancing. That's why we have the hit-in from the 60-yard line after a goal is scored, rather than a line-out, just to make sure that that distancing is kept as much as possible. We do have a couple of occasions, even 3 occasions, when line-outs have happened. If the umpires can't agree, if the ball is plugged, or as what happened in the semi-finals, there was an actual collision between a player and the umpire. And if that is the case and a line-out has to occur, then all the players obviously must be 2 metres apart from each other. Whistle went there. Spot hit awarded. The infringement by AFB as they were going towards goal. And because Clarita were in reverse, the ball placed down at the site of the infringement. Freddie Horn sends that one forward to be picked up by Jack Hyde. Jack has possession. Pete Webb comes in to challenge him, forcing Jack to make a turning play. Freddie Horn waits to protect Jack by taking Pete away. Now Freddie goes up for the pass, leaving Pete Webb with Jack Hyde, and Jack Hyde a little bit overzealous. Found a bit of fresh there. Pete Webb comes in to challenge, forcing him down the boards. Pete Webb still right in attendance with Jack Hyde. Alfie Hyde goes forward for the pass as Pete takes possession. Pete trying to get that one under the tail of his pony, loses possession, and he's left it, and it's going to be taken away now by Jack Hyde, and Jack Hyde is going to take it over the halfway line with 2 minutes to run. He advances into the territory of AFB, and Pete Webb just can't catch him. Alfie Hyde has an individual stick and ball effort. Jack Hyde, I beg your pardon, but Jack Hyde left it behind. Coming in there was Alfie Hyde, this time on the painted pony, as the backhand was taken there by Chris Mathias. Hyde brings it around, still taking it there, leaves it. Backhand taken by Tommy Marin Moreno, comes off his pony. In comes Pete Webb as Jack Hyde takes possession right in front of goal, and Pete Webb manages to clear it finally. That was what the one they needed. Taking it over on the far side. Louis takes the backhand shot to Jack. Jack Hyde sends it to Freddie Horn. In there comes Tommy Marin Moreno. Doesn't get the penalty. Freddie Horn shoots and puts it through. What a goal. But I see the umpire pointing wide. It may not have gone in. The goal judge waved it in, but it's no goal. The umpire waved it wide. So the score remains 6-1. Play will restart when umpires call play from the back line. Just an opportunity to take a pony off, make sure she's okay. Down there in the goal mouth. So here at Smith's Lawn, Clive Reid very generously, more than a month ago, donated 2 substantial sums of money to the 2 charities, the Dash Domestic Abuse Charity and the Wexham Park Hospital Nurses Fund. Those 2 charities received a very substantial contribution from Clive Reid when he inaugurated the Prince's Ground, that is the brand new ground that we have here at Smith's Lawn on the far side of the Queen's Ground. It was earlier today played on for the Claude Pert Cup, which is a Guard subsidiary of the Archie David, but Clive inaugurated that ground about a month ago, and we are very grateful for his most generous support to those 2 charities, the Dash Domestic Abuse Charity and the Wexham Park Hospital Nurses Fund. Today, here at Smith's Lawn, for this Archie David final, these 2 teams, both club teams of Chris Mathias and Clive Reid. They have been familiar features of Guards Polo Club for many years, and for this Archie David tournament that was first played for back in 1958. The club itself formed with Archie David as a founding member in 55. Play restarts. Pete Webb drives it up to the halfway line. Tommy Marin Moreno will pick up the right away. What a boomer of a shot from Tommy. Has it gone through? My goodness, that is the goal of the tournament. Tommy Marin Moreno came racing through. Starts. Pete Webb drives it up to the halfway line. Tommy Marin Moreno will pick up the right away. What a boomer of a shot from Tommy. Has it gone through? My goodness, that is the goal of the tournament. Tommy, fantastic goal. AFB move up to 2. That's one they really needed. Wow. Play restarts. Freddie Horn from the 60-yard line. Louis Hine goes left. There's the pass up to Louis Hine, but it doesn't get there to him. First of all, it's Jack Hyde who picks it up. Now Jack sends it to Louis Hine. On the grey gelding called Chamamay, and it's Louis Hine looking to get another goal. Little mistake, and the goal scorer down the other end, Tommy Marin Moreno, takes the backhand shot. Clive Reid is called off it by Alfie Hyde. The bell has gone. Not a lot of time remains, but just enough. But Freddie Horn unfortunately takes the backhand shot, stops the attack of AFB. Another boomer from Tommy Marin Moreno. Pete Webb is told to hit it by Tommy, but he doesn't get it far enough, and it's going to be picked up now by Jack Hyde. There goes the bell, and the score margin a little bit different from the previous chukker. The beginning of the chukker, it was 5-1. 4 goals the margin. It's still 4 goals the margin, but after that tremendous goal from the halfway line by Tommy Marin Moreno, we will start the 4th period of play, which will be the last chukker unless the scores are level, with the score AFB 2, Clarita 6.
Harper's gone off the change, I beg your pardon, and there's a hit by Emerson upfield, and he's trying to find his man there. That's Jeremy Pemberton. Now, can Jeremy go all the way? Pemberton just throws it down the pad. Jeremy infield, Cooney's trying to catch him. Emerson's in behind him. Emerson, here he comes. Surely Will Emerson will shoot, and Will Emerson will score. Very, very good play from Penosco.
We were nervous we were going to lose. We kept missing chances after chances after chances. It's in the first half, and they were coming back in the second, as we thought they were, and then they equalised. But luckily we scored straight away, and that was it. It was all over. But we were very lucky. Our team's really good, really well mounted. Will Harper with some of his five sources, and me and Jeremy, and Antonio is amazing. I mean, he's going up a handicap a week at the moment. He'll be 10 by the next year probably. That was good, really good team we have.
Winners and runners up, hit by Emerson, stopped by Bannery, just lost control of it. Now Heggy's quickly there. Heggy goes out to the left, being pressure there by look at this Heggy. Heggy can go all the way here, and it's not to start that.
So here we go for the fourth and potentially final period of play, unless the scores are level when we go to extra time. And play restarts with Freddie Horn taking the play, riding a horse called My Face. Takes it left. Picked up now by Louis Hine. Louis Hine will tickle it over onto the near side. Loses it. Picked up now by Tommy Marin Moreno. Tommy will turn it around. Up for the pass goes Clive Reed. Tucking in behind Tommy is Peter Webb. And it's Tommy Marin Moreno. Oh, and he finds fresh air. That was unfortunate for him. The strong backhand there by Jack Hyde. But shutting the back door and will be Pete Webb. Pete will bring it around. Still has it. Challenged by Freddie Horn on the horse My Face. Now Freddie goes... Thought he was going to take the under the neck shot, but he's forced down towards the clubhouse by Tommy Marin Moreno. And AFB with work to do. They trail by 4. The score margin 2-6. And Pete Webb doesn't manage to find Alfie Hyde. Instead, he finds the young Louis Hine. And it's Louis setting down towards the goal mouth. Louis Hine. Oh my goodness. Louis Hine puts another one through the flags. And that makes it number 7. Takes the strike. And they really got to get themselves into gear now. They got to find 5 goals in 5.5 minutes. It's a real tall order. And Tommy Marin Moreno sends that one down towards Alfie Hyde, but it won't reach Alfie. It's going to be turned around by Louis Hine, the goal scorer down the other end. And here comes Louis Hine. Louis plays a little bit of tennis with it, plucks it in the air, still has possession. Bangs it up there. It looked like there was a pass called for by Jack Hyde. Jack Hyde, with him comes Alfie Hyde in front of him. Makes a mistake. Picked up now by Pete Webb. Pete still has it. Now he gets himself motoring. Pete's into the territory of Clarita. He takes the big shot down towards the goal mouth. Will there be anyone there in a yellow shirt to pick it up? Looks like Pete's going to pick up his own pass. Well hooked out of it by Freddie Horn. And that's allowed Louis Hine to turn it around. But Alfie Hyde comes through. Whistle went as Alfie was coming through. Did he have possession? Not quite sure. Tick, tick of the clock, 5 minutes to run. 7 Clarita, 2 to AFB. The wind still whipping across this Queen's Ground here at Smith's Lawn for the 2020 final of the Archie David, the Hildon Archie David. Hildon was the company of Christian Hepe, a great long-term benefactor of the Guards Polo Club. He assisted in building the Royal Box, besides also playing in the Queen's Cup, and it's great to have this Archie David Cup associated with his name. Hildon in the form of Christian Hepe and the Archie David in the form of one of our founding members. The penalty gone in favour of AFB. A penalty 2, open goal. Very crucial that Pete manages to convert this. In he comes at the walk. All the way along the ground, he puts it through, and that just keeps the hopes of AFB alive as Pete Webb put that one through the flags from 30 yards out. About 5.5 minutes to run. 7-3 the score. Play will restart, dropping the ball down on the 60-yard line. Freddie Horn restarts play. Still riding the horse My Face. Up to Jack Hyde it goes. Jack Hyde sends it up to Louis Hine. Doesn't really get it quite the way he'd wanted. Allows Tommy Marin Moreno to pick it up. Tommy being pushed into the corner right in front of the clubhouse by Louis Hine. Whistle has gone as they were down there right in front of the clubhouse. Remember, ends have changed again in this chukker. We only change ends after the chukkers have concluded, not after goals being scored. Quickly taking the penalty, AFB take it down the field. Tommy Marin Moreno comes in, but Alfie Hyde says just go, go, go. Unfortunately for him, Alfie doesn't pick it up, and Louis Hine does. riding the grey Chamamay. Turns it around. Now it's going to be Louis who still has possession, having a great game today. Riding hard. With him comes Alfie Hyde, but breaking clear is Louis Hine. Louis Hine takes the cut shot, hungry to make more goals for Clarita. Down he goes on the Queen's ground, eating it up. Chamamay with Louis Hine on board. In comes Louis Hine, takes the shot at goal. Oh, he's got another one! And Louis Hine, 14 years of age. My goodness. Well, well, well. What a sensational day for him today as he put that one away. And that makes it goal number 8 for Clarita, with Louis Hine, the goal scorer, nicely and emphatically putting it away on the grey horse Chamamay. Play restarts from the 60-yard line. Pete Webb comes. 3 minutes to run. 5 goals the difference. Just about technically possible, but an awful lot of work to do. Pete Webb has got room to manoeuvre. In for the challenge comes Jack Hyde. Pete Webb now cutting the corner, avoids the hook of Jack Hyde. Puts it through. What a goal. Lovely goal there by Pete Webb. This game is really flying now, but there's so much work to do for AFB. I'm not quite sure if they really have got enough time, with 3 minutes under remaining. In fact, just 2 minutes, and they trail by 4. Huge amount of work to do. Play will restart from that 60-yard point as Freddie Horn whips it left. Sends it out there to Louis Hine, the goal scorer down the other end. Good strong backhand there by Alfie Hyde. Turns it around. But he's going to pick it up on the bounce himself. No, he hasn't. He can't get there first of all. It's Jack Hyde who turned it around. Picked up now by teammate Freddie Horn. And it's Freddie who has possession. Over the halfway line he goes. Time ticking away, which is in their advantage. Freddie Horn advancing down towards the goal mouth. Here comes the goal shot. He goes for it. Has he found the flags? Tommy Marin Moreno takes the backhand shot right on the goal mouth. In came Louis Hine to try and put it through. Oh, and he's put it through again. Another one comes to Clarita, and they move up to 9, and that will definitely seal the deal on this Hildon Archie David Cup for 2020. That margin of 5 goals that has been opened up by Clarita with a minute to run is simply unattainable for AFB. They won it in 2010. They're not, I'm afraid, going to be the victors this year, as Tommy Marin Moreno launches a huge one up to the pearly gates. That goes down, it drops. It's going to be picked up now by Alfie Hyde, who advances over the halfway line on the grey chitty, and it's still Alfie Hyde. He leaves it behind. Coming in to pick up the ball will be Jack Hyde. Time ticking away. It's all immaterial now as Jack Hyde plays with it, goes past Tommy Marin Moreno. About 30 seconds to run. I think he's hungry to get double figures on the board, but he leaves it behind, and Tommy Marin Moreno will pick it up. Tommy turns it. Now he launches a lovely shot down the field, sends it up there for Alfie Hyde, and it's Alfie who's coming through. Alfie, can he manage to finish? He doesn't manage to get it there. With a beautiful shot, but unfortunately for him, the bell had already gone, and the final margin of this Hildon Archie David Cup for 2020, Clarita 9, AFB 4. 5 goals the difference. That was a tremendous game for Clarita. Commiserations to AFB, not to be their day. So Clive Reed, Alfie Hyde, Tommy Marin Moreno, Peter Webb, commiserations, but you had a great run. You made the finals of the 15 that entered this Hildon Archie David. But honours go to Clarita in the form of Chris Mathias, Louis Hine, Jack Hyde and Freddie Horn. 9 goals to 4, a most tremendous team effort. But for me, the goal of the match was that absolute cracker from Tommy Marin Moreno on the halfway point. He will have been delighted with that one. But for Chris Mathias, he will be taking home the Hildon Archie David Cup for 2020. We hope you've enjoyed today. There'll be more polo throughout the week. But for now, here at the Queen's Ground, Smith's Lawn, it's good afternoon from the Guards Polo Club, and congratulations to Clarita.